I'm going to tell you guys what. The last 2 weeks are in the past. We cannot dwell on the last 2 games of our season. We're now 4-2 as a team. We still clearly have a shot for the playoffs. We just got to get it together and not focus on the last 2 games. That's all we need to do. This week we are taking on the San Francisco 49ers. I want to say it's going to be an easy win, but with how our team's been in the past, anything can really happen. So we're going to jump into the game and see how it goes. So, in all honesty, we probably started this game in the worst way we could have. Fumbling the ball, first drive we get, already down 3-0. But luckily after that, we find our wide receiver on the outside, and he scores. So just like that, we have a 7-3 lead after what we thought would be a terrible start to the next week. Luckily, our defense did hold them to no points on their next drive. We're trying to find someone, and Aaron Lynch finds us in the backfield for a sack. We're now to 2nd and 17. We do find our wide receiver on the outside, but it is now 3rd and 6. We're really trying to move the chains here. It really helped, but we cannot connect, and that'll force us to punt it right back to the 49ers. Our defense came up with another huge stop, and we're really trying to move the chains here. We just need something to spark up our team after those 2 losses. I mean, we are up, but still, it is not enough. We do get into field goal range right here. There's almost 2-minute warning in the first half. And just like that, we turn the ball over once again, throwing an interception in the end zone. The score is still 7-3. We are at the 2-minute warning in the first half. We really need to get something going here. This is kind of the point where we could put this game away if we score before the halftime mark. We now do get a first down right there, but we're already to 3rd and 15 right here, and we overthrow our targeted wide receivers, so we're giving the ball right back to the 49ers. But if you'll notice here, somehow, some way, we got the ball at the 21, and now we're already down to the 1-yard line. I thought that was a touchdown by Jared Cook, but he somehow didn't get in, and we strike on the board right there, giving us a 14-3 lead against the 49ers right before half. Jumping in midway through the third now, the score is still 14-3. The 49ers cannot find a way to get into the end zone. Dropping back right here on 2nd and 3, and we fumble for the 2nd time of the game. They were able to capitalize off our mistake. They strike on the board with another field goal, making it 14-6. But honestly, after that field goal, I feel like it did nothing but spark up our team. Like, just straight off the bat, the next drive we had was just insane. We got the whole length of the field in a matter of about five or six plays, which is honestly ridiculous, because compared to what we were doing the entire game, it just looked like a completely different team. But right here on 2nd and 3, I throw another interception, giving the 49ers the ball once again. However, it seemed like they turned the ball over almost instantly. But there I am, met in the backfield yet again for another sack by this 49ers team. We're already to 3rd and 16. We cannot connect, and we have to give the ball back to the 49ers. Again, this 49ers offense was not able to find anything whatsoever. And if you noticed right there, it was 3rd and 8. We passed the ball and we converted for the first down. And it has now come to the 2-minute warning. All we have to do is run out the clock, and this game should be over. You can see now it is 3rd and 8. We're trying to pass to get the first down. We find our wide receiver, but he cannot break it out fast enough. It's 4th and 4, which means we have to give the ball back to the 49ers. This is their final drive, and they do not get the touchdown to tie. So we walk out of here with a sly win over the 49ers, 14-6. Guys, don't get me wrong. A win's a win, but that was nothing like I intended for our team and for my play. That game was just awful. It didn't look like us, our usual team that we have. And now this week we're taking on the 5-2 Vikings in Minnesota. Hopefully we can get our game together because this one's going to be tough. So we are jumping into the game midway through the third quarter. We're already faced with a 3rd and 20 situation. And somehow we are able to convert on that play. I have no clue how we held on to that ball, but I'm not going to complain. But after that, we did get this one play right here, so we're already up to about midfield, but we did get called back on a holding penalty. And just like that, we throw another interception, which is probably the 3rd or 4th in the last 2 games. Off of that interception, the Vikings were able to get a field goal, and right off the bat on this next drive after their field goal, we get a 37-yard reception right there. I don't know where that guy got his power, but he just trucked down 2 defenders. And the play after that, we're trying to go deep into the end zone to strike as fast as we can, but he cannot catch the ball. And we are already to 3rd and 10 on the 26, and they batted away. I'm just lucky they didn't pick it off, and we're going to settle for a field goal to tie this game up. After that field goal, the defense was able to hold them for the remainder of this quarter up until now, and we have the ball with about 1:45 left in the first half. So hopefully we can make something happen before the half ends. That would be huge, and we are marching down the field pretty nicely right now. And it would be really nice to get a score on the board before halftime, because this would be a huge win, and to be able to go into halftime with a 6-3 or 10-3 lead, anything at all, it would be huge. As you see, we moved down to the 1-yard line right there with that pass completion to Tavon Austin. It took 4 downs. As you can see, we're on 4th and goal, but finally we put the ball in the end zone to make this a 10-3 game before the end of the first half. After that, we are now jumping into the second half, and literally the first play, we have the football. I give up an interception to the Minnesota Vikings, so that is definitely the worst way we possibly could have started off the second half. However, we were lucky that they did only get a field goal off of it, so it is still 10-6. And we are trying to march down the field right now, and it is working out really nicely. After that interception, it seemed like things started clicking on the offense. It seemed more smooth to get the ball up the field. And you can see with that pass, it pretty much puts us in field goal range. And that marks the end of the third quarter. So now we are jumping into the fourth. It is 3rd and 3, and we do not convert. We did not get enough yards. I did not want to risk not getting it. So I just ended up taking the field goal to make it a 13-6 game here in the fourth quarter. But just in a matter of 36 seconds later, we have the ball back at midfield. So somehow, my defense came up with a huge stop really fast, or we got a turnover. I am not positive on what happened, but I'm going to take the ball regardless, and we're already to 3rd and 10, and we fumble. Thank God it was on the sidelines, so we're taking a field goal here, and we're hoping he's going to make it, and he actually does. I was very surprised to see him make that field goal. It was a pretty long one, especially in winter conditions, winter-like conditions. You don't know how fast the wind would be, and we have a 16-6 lead already. And if you guys can see, in the bottom left-hand corner, Jared Cook is hurt again with a broken thumb, and he will be out again for probably 3 to 5 weeks. I'm not sure how long a broken thumb would take. And you can see there, We got stopped again by getting the ball back, so it is now 19-6. I just took the field goal. I did not want to go for the touchdown. And that puts an end to the second game of this episode. We walk out of this episode with 2 wins. Really nice comeback from our last episode with those 2 losses, the first 2 of the season. But that is going to put an end to the video. Make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed and subscribe for more Madden 16 in the future. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time. How's it going, guys? It's KDR here, and today we are bringing you guys something that is brand new to my channel. I have not brought you guys any videos of this yet, but I hope to keep this going in the future. That is for sure. It is NBA 2K16 My Team. Now, I have just started playing this a little bit